Morning everyone, joined by Tom at Euroa. Time to take a look at our runners this weekend. Let's kick off at the Valley on Friday night. In the opening event over the mile, maiden, Luna Flare, Regan Bayliss in gate 11.
She's nice and fit, will need a little bit of luck from the gate. I think she's knocking on the door, but these maidens in the city are always competitive.
Race 2 over the 1200 metres, a benchmark 78, Blue Tycoon for Fred Kersley in gate 7.
Competitive little race, but he's an honest horse and I'm sure that he won't be too far away.
Race 3 over the 1000 metres for the 3-year-olds. Second up from a spell, Thine is the Power, again for Fred Kersley in gate 7.
She ran well first up. Her condition just gave out late against the race fit horses. She's improved from that run. I think the Moonee Valley surface will suit her, and if there's a shower or two about, that'll help too.
On to race 6 over the 2500 metres, we've got a couple of runners. The first is Credence for Mark Zara, drawn gate 10.
He's been racing really consistently. His last start in Sydney was good. He didn't quite handle the Sydney way of going. Out to 2500 should suit.
And we also have Nagazi for Michael Walker in gate 2.
He's been racing really well. Last start he had absolutely no luck. I think if he gets the right run in the race, he could bounce back.
Race 7 over the 2040 metres, having its first run for the stable, Crimson Tears, Harry Coffey in gate 1.
Obviously we're still learning about her. She's arrived and settled in okay, and her form would suggest she's got a good chance.
Final event on the card, over 1523, Carraganair, Ethan Brown, gate 1.
He was a little bit disappointing last start. The start prior to that he was quite good. We get the claim here and I think the 1500 should suit him.
To Warwick Farm on Saturday, we've got a couple of runners in two of the big races. Race 5 is the $1 million English Sprint for 3-year-olds. We've got Prairie Fire, Tom Markwind in gate 18.
From that gate we'll just have to ride him quietly, but watch for him finishing off hard.
And in the 2-year-old, the English Millennium over 1200 metres worth $2 million. Biscara, Brett Pebble in gate 2.
Should get a good run from that gate. Clearly this will be a competitive race and I've seen nice improvement in her off her first up run.
Back to Caulfield, the first event over 1800, we have Cool Chap for Luke Nolan in gate 5.
Luke knows this horse really well. If the races run to suit, he's definitely an each way chance. I thought his run last start wasn't too bad.
Race 2 is the Kevin Hayes Stakes, a Group 3 event over 1200 for the 3-year-old fillies. First up from a spell for 2, again Luke Nolan, gate 3.
I'd expect her to run well fresh, but she'd be one to follow as she gets out in distance.
Race 3, the Balmain Stakes, a Group 3 event over 1200 metres. We've got first up from a spell again Furyk, Craig Williams in gate 3.
Craig knows Furyk well. It looks a nice race for her on paper. She's carrying a bit of condition, so she will be improved for the run.
The first of the Blue Diamond Preludes for the Colts and Geldings over the 1100 metres. We have Exeter for Damien Oliver in gate 6.
His first start run was really good. He's definitely come on from that, and I think you'll see an improved effort in what's always a competitive race.
We've got 3 runners in the fillies division of the Blue Diamond Prelude. The first of those is Movie Roll, Craig Williams in gate 14.
She had a trip up to the Gold Coast. Before that she won in Sydney. This looks a nice race for her and I think she'll be thereabouts.
Last start winner, Lankan Star, Damien Oliver, drawn in gate 4.
She's in great form. I think she's a smart filly and would expect her to be right around the money.
First up from a spell off a debut win is Pelican, Luke Nolan, gate 6.
Highly talented filly. I think she'll run well and there'll be nice improvement fitness wise out of the run.
Race 7 is the Group 2 Autumn Stakes over 1400 metres, again 3 runners. The first up from a spell is Good and Fast, Luke Nolan, gate 11.
Need a little bit of luck from the gate and he'll be one to follow as we get him up in trip through the prep.
Another horse making its debut for the stable is Hawkshot for Mark Zara, gate 3.
Talented horse, got a tendency to over race in the middle stages. He should get a good run from that gate and we're learning about him obviously, but on form I'd say he's got a good chance.
And more Sundays for Regan Bayliss in gate 1.
He's a really talented colt. He goes into a set of blinkers for this. His work on Monday morning was excellent and if there's a little bit of rain about I think that'll help him as well.
Race 8 is the Group 1 CF4 Stakes over 1400. Again, we've got 3 runners. The first is Redkirk Warrior, Regan Bayliss, gate 10.
I thought his first up run was excellent. I think at the 1400 will really suit him. I don't mind that barrier draw. It will give him room. and watch for him finishing the race off very strongly.
We have Sosie Bond, Luke Nolan, gate 15.
He's been freshened for this from that gate. We'll have to ride him quiet and produce him late.
And another horse having the first up for stable, 50 Stars for Ben Allen in gate 9.
Another one that's only been with us for a few days. He's clearly got good form, looks a talented horse, and should get a good run in the race from that area.
Final event on the card is the Group 3 Carlion Cup over the mile. 2 runners. First up from a spell is Harlem for Michael Walker, gate 1.
I've been really thrilled with the way that he's come into hand. He looks in great order and he's been working well. Pacifier's come off, he goes into a set of blinkers, and I think he could run a cheeky race first up.
And second up from a spell, Sikandarabad for Jordan Childs in gate 3.
I thought his first up run was excellent. I think he'll be thereabouts on Saturday, and he's also one for the punters to follow into the prep.
Very busy day for us on Saturday, Tom. Have you got a couple of best ones for us?
I think Tharna's the Power looks well placed on Friday night, and Red Kirk Warrior is absolutely flying. I think he'll go well.
Thanks, Tom.